Yo, what's goody? It's your boy, the 12th Hokage. And I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but I am back because I got a story for y'all. So, basically, right before school started for me, I went to Spain for a couple of days, about 5 days. So I wrote all of it down in the same notebook that I wrote my Greece trip down, right? So I'm just gonna tell y'all this story, you know. I started it basically the same way. Like I did some phrases and whatnot. So, I mean, yeah, we're just gonna get into it. So, I wrote all the same phrases, right? Like, hello, good morning, good afternoon. But I'm like, you know that in Spanish. Greek is a more like niche language. But like, you know all that in Spanish, Hola, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos dias, all that. You know that, right? So, here we go. We're gonna start day one. All right, day one, August 17th. We're at the airport. I got some fries from Wendy's as a snack. Our gate got changed, but it was a quick change, so it's all good. We board soon. It's a direct flight to Madrid. We were off, and about an hour in, they served food. I got mac and cheese. So basically, on international flights and like overnight flights, they always serve food, like 1 or 2 meals. And so it's always a choice between, something with chicken and something with pasta. So this pasta was mac and cheese. Then I took just a quick nap. And then that was after I watched Jumanji. They had Jumanji on the plane. After my nap, I decided to look out the window and I saw the night sky, right? So the sky was like, we were in the middle of the ocean, so it was like unpolluted, right? This time, I saw it as it should be. No pollution and so many stars. I could see the entire Orion constellation. It was amazing. Okay, right, so got on the plane. They served 2 meals because it was like sort of overnight, sort of not. Like, so our flight was at like 4, was it? Yeah, it was at like 4 p.m., right? And it was 8 hours. So it technically wasn't overnight because, so from where I am to Spain is a 6-hour time difference, right? So, like, it was, by the time I got there, right, it was like from 4 p.m. to midnight here. Well, it was more like 5, like midnight here, and it was like 6 a.m. there. So not technically like overnight, but it was an international flight. It was an 8-hour flight, right? And so they served mac and cheese. Like I got mac and cheese. And then like when I woke up, we were like in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean at night, right? And like we were at a point where like there wasn't a lot of pollution. Like it was so unpolluted. Like I opened up my window and I could just see the night sky, right? Like I couldn't capture it because then like phones aren't like that good, but like I could just see it. And it was like it wasn't any clouds in the sky or anything like that. It was like, it was so it was so clear. I could just see so many stars. I couldn't just see like Orion's belt. Like I saw the entire Orion constellation. Like I could connect the dots and like see an entire constellation. So that was amazing. And I didn't get that for my Greece trip because I think it was, maybe I was just asleep at that time. I don't know. Yeah, but I didn't see that last time. Day 2, August 18th. I arrived in Madrid around 5 a.m. We are staying in the Aloft Madrid Gran Via Hotel. After some sleep, we walked around Madrid. So we got there 5 a.m. and, got to the hotel. We slept a couple hours, maybe until 9 or 10. We walked around Madrid, starting with the Puerta del Sol, which translates to Gate of the Sun. It is the geographical center of Madrid and all of Spain. So, Madrid is in the geographical center of Spain, and the Puerta del Sol is in the geographical center of Madrid. So it's the exact center of all of Spain. Afterwards, we walked around the streets and in some stores. Then we went to Retiro Park. We saw a huge gazebo and lots of statues and fountains. Then we saw a few museums inside and near the park. At the end, there was this beautiful garden. We ate lunch and I had an oxtail burger. We went to the Prado Museum and saw paintings and sculptures. Then we went to dinner at Gran Clavel, a tapas bar in Madrid. Okay, so let's go over it. So I was in Madrid, right? For most of the days. So yeah, the Puerta del Sol, it's like the geographical center of all of Spain. It's not like in itself, it's not a lot, but it's like a spot on the ground. You know, like we me and my family, we took a picture of like us like standing on the spot. It's like it's in front of this. It's in this like big plaza, right? So like there's a bunch of like huge buildings around. There's a bunch of like stores like in the area. But I mean like the thing in itself is I mean it's cool, but honestly it's really just a point on the ground. But yeah, it's surrounded by a bunch of big stuff, and there's a metro station nearby, all that good stuff. And then the lunch I had, the oxtail burger, that was actually the first time I had ever had oxtail. I heard before that oxtail was good, and it's like, I mean, it sounds expensive, you know, like oxtail, like whoa. But yeah, that was the first time I had ever eaten oxtail, and it was good. It was so good, actually. Oxtail is amazing. And then, well, we went to the Prado Museum. Yeah, I kept mishearing it as like the Prada Museum. So I thought we were going to be like, I don't know, seeing like colognes and designer clothes, whatever. But no, yeah, it was paintings and sculptures. I think I took some pictures of some. They were really amazing, honestly. Yeah, there was this huge like line, like we were in line for maybe an hour or so, because like in the last 2 hours of the museum being open for the day, there's always this massive line, because for the last 2 hours of the day you can get in for free, and so a bunch of people get in line in the last 2 hours so they can, you know, get admitted into the museum for free instead of having to pay for a ticket, right? Bunch of paintings, bunch of sculptures, all just beautiful. Like, it was amazing. And then we went to this tapas bar, and so tapas are the national dish of Madrid, and basically what they are is like, it's sort of like, how do I say this? I guess like to Americanize the idea, it's like a potluck. Like everybody brings their own thing, but it's not really that. It's like everybody shares, right? So like you get like small, nobody gets like their own big portion. It's like you order something and then everybody takes a piece of it, and like you pass or you share it. That's what tapas are. Day 3, August 19th. Today we went on a tapas tour. We started at a place called La Casa del Abuelo, where we had garlic shrimp. Then we went to Fontaine. I don't know. The name looked French to me, so I pronounced it in a French way, but I was in Spain. I don't know. They had dry cider, squid, croquettes, I don't know, peppers, fried eggplant, spicy potatoes, Russian salad, and oxtail croquettes. Then at the last tapas location, we had Spanish tortilla, calamari, pork, croquettes, and a dessert, which was like a cinnamon thing that looked like a fish. I swear to you, it looked like a fish. We walked around in the Plaza Mayor, after, and we got churros. Then I helped my sister take her bags to her apartment, Then we went to dinner, and I had a Galician-style octopus. All right, let's talk about it. So, we start off with the tapas tour, right? So, like, as I said, tapas are the national dish of Spain, right? We already went over that. So, we went on this tour. We went, like, because there's so many tapas bars in Spain. Like, they're everywhere. It's in the culture, obviously, you know? So, we, like, got, you know, a couple tapas from each different, you know, place, and we just hopped around like a couple, like, I think it was like 4 or 5 places in total. We just hopped around, you know, had some because it wasn't just us. We were like with more tourists, and so the idea of tapas, not only just sharing the food, it's supposed to create like a sense of community, and like that's the time to socialize. So I mean, that's what we did. We socialized with, you know, the other tourists, and you know, it was a couple hours, and by the time we like went to all, I think it was like 5 restaurants. You know, like everybody was familiar with each other, and you know, it's like you're making new friends, right? And so we went to these different places because each place, like each tapas bar, has like can have its own different, you know, tapas. You know, it can really be anything. So like we went to one place for the shrimp, and then we went to another place for the oxtail, and then we went to another place for the octopus, and like, oh no, sorry, the octopus was my own dinner. Never mind. But like the, you know, the peppers and all that, like we went to different, because everybody serves their own different things, but you know, it's all tapas. And then the Plaza Mayor is like, it's like this big, I don't know, it's like a square, like town square sort of thing. They had these massive buildings. We didn't go in any of them, but yeah. So like there were these huge they were probably government buildings. They really seemed like it. I think I saw one with the Vatican flag, maybe. But like, yeah, there was this statue in the center of the Plaza Mayor. It's really just this big square. It has like all these stores like lined up on the edges, right? And then it's just this big space in the middle. And I think like one of the sides was like a government building. I mean, it really looked like it. And then we got churros at this churro place. Bro, Spanish churros are so good. Like, no, like what I know of churros is like from Costco, right? Or like amusement parks. So like they put a bunch of like sugar crystals on it. In Spain, there's no sugar on the churros. It's just the churro. That's it. You know? And then you dip it in chocolate instead of, you know, there being sugar on top of it. So it felt like much like less greasy, you know, and less sugary. It was still definitely very sweet because, you know, I dipped it in chocolate, but I don't know, it was just better. It was just better. And then we went to a restaurant for dinner, and not a tapas bar, just like, you know, a sit down restaurant. And I had Galician style octopus. So it was like, it's basically like all the octopus tentacles, and it's just like, it's super salty, I swear, but like it's like covered in salt, and it's like served on a platter type thing. But like Galician style, it comes from Galicia, which is another city in Spain. It's like sort of northwest, like the most northwest part of Spain like you can get. Like it's like on the, what is that, the English Channel? It's like right on somebody, but like it's the most northwestern of Spain you can get. And I actually know somebody from Galicia. One of the people I met in Spain, in Greece. One of the girls I met in Greece is from Spain. Day 4, August 20th. In the morning, we went to Toledo. We missed our tour bus, so we took an Uber and met up with our tour group in Toledo. Toledo is the city of 3 cultures: Catholic, Muslim, and Jewish. I think we missed the Muslim part of the tour but we saw the Catholic and Jewish. There were castles and bridges. We went to the largest welding house in all of Spain. Then we went to Segovia and saw a Roman aqueduct. And we went to a restaurant called El Bernardino. Yeah. We saw a huge castle and saw lots of armor and art. Then I went to a bullfight back in Madrid and saw a guy wearing the same outfit as me. The same outfit. I watched the bullfight and then went to dinner on a rooftop restaurant. So this was the one day that I wasn't in Madrid, or like I wasn't in Madrid for most of the day. So we arranged like a tour of Toledo and Segovia, which are, other Spanish cities. I think Toledo is north of Madrid and Segovia is south of Madrid. Yeah, so we missed our tour bus for Toledo, so we had to take an Uber there. I think we missed a little bit of, but the tour guide said we didn't miss a whole lot. And we actually got to Toledo before them. Like they had a stop before Toledo that wasn't in either of the cities. So I think we got to Toledo before them, or at least we got to where the tour was before them. So like they were walking through Toledo, but like nothing really of the tour, I guess. So yeah, Toledo is the city of three cultures: Catholic, Muslim, and Jewish. And it's basically just different sectors of the city were inhabited by Catholics, Muslims, and Jews. And so you can sort of tell that you can see the differences, especially in the Jewish sector, because they have a bunch of Jewish symbols like on these little like squares on the ground. I don't know what they're all called, but there's 4 of them. There's one that just says something, I don't know. There's the Jewish star. There's the, what's it called? The, oh shit. I feel like a piece of shit now. Okay, it's not, the menorah, that's what it's called. The candles. The menorah, that's what it's called. Yeah, Jewish star, menorah, something I can't understand, and then there was one more, I forget, honestly. I don't know what they're called. I know what they look like, I don't know what they're called. And then the Catholic sector of Toledo, I mean, it just had a bunch of churches, in like Gothic and Victorian style, with big facades and all that. Like stuff you would expect of, Catholic architecture, in a European country, so not much there. And then, so hold on, there was Catholic, there was Jewish. Yeah, and I think we missed the Muslim part because I don't remember much of that. Segovia is pretty self-explanatory. So we went to a castle, but I mean, we also like walked around in the city. The city has like lots of churches, like very intricate buildings. And like just walking down the street in Segovia was absolutely beautiful. We saw the Roman aqueduct, and they also have like these symbols on the ground of an aqueduct. So there are parts of the aqueduct that go underground, and so they put these symbols on the ground so that when you see that symbol, that's a spot where you're on top of the aqueduct. And then, yeah, we saw a castle. There was like armor and cannons in there. And it was pretty fun, honestly. I was amazed. All right, day 5, August 21st. Today was my last day. We went to the Palacio de Real Madrid. It's a royal palace preserved as a museum. It has a huge plaza with a church across the street. Afterwards, we briefly looked at the Temple of Debod. There must have been more stuff underneath, but we couldn't see it because it's closed on Mondays. So that was actually just some bad planning on our part. we plan to go see that temple on Monday, but it's closed on Mondays and Mondays only. So, oh well. Then we went to dinner and a flamenco show. And that's the end of that. So, yeah, we went to see this palace, right? So it really is a palace. Like it's absolutely massive, and they have an entire like super like detailed and intricate church on the other side of the street. But we didn't go in the church, but we went in the palace, right? The palace is absolutely massive. There's so many rooms that are like every room is so intricately designed, and like they all have different colors. They all have so many statues and busts, and there was like a throne room. It was, and there was so much art, and like so many like portraits. It was amazing, honestly. And there were some points where we weren't allowed to take photos, but I mean, like, even still, the places where we were, it was so amazing. The sculptures, the art, the details in the room, like it just looks so beautiful, so nice. And to think that people, the royal family of Spain, however many hundreds of years ago, actually lived there, that's crazy to me. Like that's amazing. And since the palace was so huge, it took us a couple hours to go through the whole thing. I think like maybe like 2 or 3. And we got there like midday. So like, I mean, we chilled for a little bit, but like we were back out soon. Like we were out by like 5 p.m. or so, and we went to dinner and a flamenco show, right? So we had dinner at this place, and basically what a flamenco show is, it's like it's a dance form. So I don't really know how to explain it other than it's a dance form. A lot of tapping. Yeah. It's not tap dancing, but there's a lot of tapping with the foot, and they wear shoes that'll create, tapping sounds. It's very interesting. I can't really describe it. I can just show it to you. But honestly, it was really fun. And the show was maybe about an hour. Like we basically ate all of our food before the show started. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was maybe about an hour. But it was an amazing show. I was really interested in seeing like just this part of Spanish culture. And like I'm really amazed by it, honestly. Like, it's nothing new, right? Like people dance, and like you know people dance, and like dance is a cultural thing. It's just seeing it for yourself. It just makes everything it just makes the experience different, and it just makes it so much better. And with that, that's the end of my trip to Spain. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this video. This is probably gonna be, the last video in a while. Not the last video I'm ever gonna upload, but like it's gonna be a while before I upload something else. I just started my junior year of high school, so like I have so much shit to deal with. I got like the PSAT and just generally hard classes, APs, college process. I know, it's terrible. But I'm glad I was able to get this out. I really tried to get it out less than a month after my trip, and depending on how much time I have to edit this, it may be a little over a month. But yeah, I mean, that was my trip. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all next time. Peace. In the process of editing this video, I realized that I did not show y'all my souvenirs. So I'm gonna show you all the souvenirs that I bought. So we first start off with this España magnet that is on my fridge. And then we have a bull magnet. It says España on the top, which is also on my fridge. And then I have a little statuette, I guess, of a bull, of a black bull. I have this like soldier dude, says Toledo on the bottom. But I think I actually bought it in Madrid at the Plaza Mayor. Or maybe I did buy it in Toledo. I don't know. But yeah, oh, and he has the little shield too. Yeah, and then I got this, it's like a license plate, I guess. It says Enrique, because that's my name, but in Spanish. And then I got a bunch of keychains. So the first keychain is like a hand, the hand with the evil eye, and it says Madrid right here. If I can get my hand off of it. It says Madrid. And then the little hand, I don't know what the hand is called, but this is the evil eye in here. I kept a pamphlet from the Prado Museum. So yeah, it's just the floor plan. That's all it is. It's a map, really. I have a tie from the Palacio de Real Madrid. So that's that tie that I bought. Whoa. See that pattern? There we go. Another keychain, a keychain that says Enrique. Fuck. There you go. No, that's the wrong way. That's the right way. Yep. Another España keychain in the shape of like a shield. There you go. Another one, another keychain. Well, hold on. Yeah, a bull keychain. Silver bull. And then a combination of the two. An España and bull keychain. So it can go either way. So you can either face the bull outwards or you can face the flag outwards. And then last but not least, absolutely not least, I got these necklaces from the biggest, I think like welding place in Toledo. So here we go. I got this gold necklace, very intricate. I got this gold necklace with the Jewish star with a, what's it called? A menorah in the middle, that's what it's called. There we go. A menorah. And then I have another gold necklace. This one's smaller, and it just has a little flower as the design. Yeah. And then the last necklace that I got while in Spain is a silver necklace in the same shape, a Jewish star with a menorah. And that is everything. That is all my souvenirs from my entire time in Spain. I lied. I also got these two bracelets. This black bead bracelet, and then this like light blue one. It has different, it's like, that's 3 different blues on there. Okay, but that's all of them. Okay, I actually lied again. I have these cards. This is my ticket from the Prado Museum, right? This is my Spanish Metro card that I kept. There's nothing on it anymore, but I just kept it. And then this is my ticket to the Palacio de Real Madrid. And that is actually it this time.